So let's have a little chat, shall we? Everyone's talking about Happy New Year. Happy New Year. My New Year doesn't start until the spring. That's when I celebrate the real New Year, but I digress. I had an incident today, and the incident was this. See, my spirit led me back to that place and at that time for a specific reason. Here's where I'm going with this. First of all, I'm no longer calling myself Sia Grant. I don't like that name anymore. My new name is Bagugavat. Bagugavat. But I know people are going to still call me Sia Grant or whatever the case may be. Let me say that first. I know I can go all over the place, but you know what? I can do that. I can do that. Bagugavat is who I really am. I'm a destructive force that can do anything that I want to do. I don't need anyone. I don't depend on anyone. And I am who the fuck I am. Who is this texting me? Oh, that's my little brother from the UK. If he see this video, he'll know who I'm talking about. I'm doing a video right now. I'm gonna get back with you. So I'm going to now go back by Gugavat. I know that that's going to sound a little strange, but that's my name now, Bagugavat. I'm the destructor. I'm the eater of souls. I'm the guardian of knowledge. I'm the guardian of wisdom. And I am all powerful. You understand what I'm saying to you motherfuckers? And I'm not talking to the people. This is not to, the people that watch me that are genuine. You understand? I'm saying that out into the motherfucking universe, into the motherfucking ethers. So you motherfuckers who mean me no good can hear that. You understand what I'm saying? I had an incident today, two of them with the same person. The first one I'm not going to mention because I let it slide. It was small. It wasn't really, whatever. But the second incident at this particular store, I went back to this store and the dude was gritting on me. I could tell that he was gay. And he was gritting on me. Black gay guy. Not attractive. Funny shaped. I'm being petty right now like a lot of us queens and sissies can do. But that's me. I'm old school and I can do that. Funny shape. Flat back. No ass. No attractive features. Loud. And hanging around females all the time. Now, I can tell that this motherfucker was young, but he had the body of an old ass motherfucking man. He had the skin of an old motherfucking man. So I was entering this establishment. Now, this motherfucker worked in another part of that establishment that I was visiting earlier that day, and he had to wait on me. Okay? He had to wait on me. He was rude, abrasive, and he was very dismissive in nature. You know what I mean? And I really didn't give a fuck because at the end of the day, I really don't care. I don't care anything about that anymore, for real, for real. I let it slide because as long as he gave me what I wanted, I was fine. I didn't care anything about that. But when I went back to that store, he was standing out front as I was approaching. And he was gritting on me and looking me up and down. And then when I went into the store, he kept watching me. He was standing out there with a black female. Black female didn't do anything. It was him. Most of the time in these situations, I don't have problems with black women. Now I have had to check them too, but never for anything like that in particular. But then I started listening to my spirit. My spirit said, nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 Bagugavat. No, 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 Bagugavat. Listen. 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 And it took somebody to really point out to me the other day that I went to for some information. It really took somebody to point out to me that I had not been listening to my spirit, and I had not really been, utilizing who I really am. So as I looked at his back as he was walking away from me when his ride came, I'm skipping forward. Let me go back. So this motherfucker, I confronted him. And I confronted him with all of his motherfucking managers. I made a joyful noise. And I called out that spirit. That spirit that was harassing me from this man who's also gay like I am. He denied it. He was hollering and screaming, like the savage that he has become. See, some of you should not claim to be gay. Some of you niggas shouldn't claim to be gay because we don't want you. See, being gay has nothing to do with what it has become. Being gay is about being intelligent, being in tune with your spirit, being in tune with yourself. And sometimes that translates into being attracted to the same sex, not about pushing agendas or being loud. See, even as I speak, the Spirit is telling me more and more about that young man because I'm listening. I'm listening to his body. I'm listening to his spirit. And sometimes you have to listen to people's spirit and to their body. See, I wasn't paying attention until somebody, very wise person, pointed my own power out to me once again. How I was giving other people my power. But that's another story. So this motherfucker, he denied it. He even lied and said that he was not the person that waited on me earlier. Because that's what he's used to doing. He's used to lying out of fear and survival. Because that's what abused gay men do. So after I put my emotions to the side and I really started to listen to this person, and when I say listen, I'm talking about listening to his spirit, listening to his body, listening to the afflictions that are rooted in his body that he doesn't even know about. When he turned his back to walk away to go get in his, for his ride, he was waiting for a ride. When he turned away from me, I saw his back. And I said, you know what? That motherfucker been touched as a child. That's why he acts like that. See, all gay people ain't been touched. I was never touched. Anything that happened to me in my motherfucking life, I wanted it to happen. I was never touched or molested by no adult. You know what I mean? Never. Or by anyone, for that matter. And I can say that confidently. That's why I'm the confident gay man that I am. That's why I hold my head with dignity and honor. Even when he walks in shame. See, you can look at a person. See, I'm a real motherfucking occultist. You can look at a person and see how they walk, how they talk. You can listen to them. He walks in shame. See, the loudest motherfucking person, you can be loud and not be saying anything. He's loud because when he was getting abused, nobody heard him. That's why gay black men like him, this particular individual, that is why they act the way that they do. He doesn't even have any gay male friends, I'm assuming, that can pick him up. He has to depend on black women to give him rides everywhere he goes. He doesn't even have enough money to order a fucking Lyft or an Uber. And I'm not making fun about that. Not poking fun about that. But I'm making a point. When you're operating on a low vibrating frequency like that, when you are operating on that low vibrating frequency, where you cannot manifest anything, you get that type of gay motherfucking man who is bitter and angry. The reason he kept eyeballing me is because he was attracted to me. That's why he kept eyeballing me. Now I get it. And once he realized in his spirit, see, people are more intuitive than you think. Once he realized in his spirit, no, that person wouldn't have anything to do with me. You're absolutely right. I would not. Not on that level, because number one, I have a friend who's loving up on me all the motherfucking time, who keeps a smile on my motherfucking face. That's not bragging, because everybody don't have that, and that's nothing to brag about, to try to make other people feel bad. See, that is low vibrating. So after I finished doing what I was doing, after the managers came outside and, checked him or whatever the case may be, I went back outside and stood next to him to let him know, motherfucker, you don't intimidate me because I see you. See, real spiritual eyes can realize. I have real spiritual eyes, and I see that motherfucker for who he is. And not just him. There was a motherfucker a few months ago on somebody else's platform that I really respect who tried to speak out of pocket about me. But I didn't say anything because I see that person for who they are too. I see who they are. I see their pain as well. I hear their pain. See, the person who smiles the most and who's the loudest, that's the motherfucker who's the most miserable. That's the motherfucker who goes around knowing deep down inside, I can't have this, I can't have that, I can't manifest this, I can't manifest that. See, I made my motherfucking mistakes as well. But see, you live and you motherfucking learn. That's what spirituality is all about. Learning. Experiencing. Now, at first I was heated, but that didn't last long. We're having human experiences. But what I did instead was I said, let me sit and really understand this person's energy to see why he's acting like that. And you know why he's acting like that? This particular individual that works at this particular place, he acts like that because he doesn't get any attention from men. So that's why a lot of gay, and I've made videos about this before, a lot of gay men, particularly a lot of gay black men who hang around a bunch of women, they do that because nobody else wants to be around them. They cannot attract men. They cannot attract other gay male men to be friends with them. And it's all because of their low vibrating frequency. Because they're not in tune with self. And they are not in tune with self-love, which is what homosexuality is really about. Self-love. Not forcing yourself on other people. Not forcing homosexuality on other people. You understand what I'm saying? So when I looked at his back, I saw the abuse that boy has been through as a child. I saw his pain. I felt his pain. I saw it all in his back. All in his motherfucking what you call spine and kundalini energy. You feel what I'm saying? I saw the pain and the trauma. I felt it. When he turned away, he walks in self-loathment. And I know that may not be a word, but I'm making it up because I can do that. I'm Bar Gugavad. I can do whatever the fuck I want. He walks in shame and self-loathment. See, a lot of people don't like me because I walk in confidence. When I walk into a room, my head is high. I walk like I'm all this and all that. I do. Because that's who I really am. But even I had dimmed my own light because of some of the traumatic experiences that I have been through as a child. Physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Not sexual. But it's really it's a fine, thin line between all of those things. I used to be like him. Walking around, feeling bad about myself. But not anymore. Not anymore. So that's why I can stand in my own. And that's why I can see other people in their pain. See, this is the age of exposing. Everyone is being exposed. Everyone is being exposed. Your energy is being exposed, and your spirit is being exposed, and your intentions are being exposed as well. So you can't hide from real spiritual eyes anymore, because I have real spiritual eyes and I see who a lot of people really are. And when people try to make you feel a certain type of way, when people try to, just use their energy to try to almost make you feel intimidated, that doesn't work on me, because I will crush you. I will. And that's not speaking egotistical, that's speaking truth. When people try to use their energy to harm you, it's usually because they're walking and living in fear anyway. See, that guy, he wanted to get away from me because he knew, his spirits knew, those spirits around him knew that motherfucker, that gay nigga right there that you're fucking with, he has real eyes. He has real eyes. He can see your lies, and he can see you for who you really are. That is why he tried to come for me, and it didn't work. That is why he wanted to hurry up and get away from me, because once those weak, low vibrating spirits around him realized this ain't the person we want to fuck with. And you're right. It's not, because I can see your host for who he really is. He's been sexually abused. He's been mentally abused. He's been psychologically abused. He's been made fun of. He's been humiliated. I've been humiliated too by people and harmed by people. So that's why I can speak on this. I haven't been sexually abused, but I've been mentally abused, psychologically abused, emotionally abused by people that I trusted, by people that I loved, and not just in my family. So once you are able to accept your own shit, the veil will come off of your motherfucking eyes and you can see other people's shit too. That boy, he probably has a lot of back problems. He probably has a lot of problems in his back. He probably has a lot of problems in his knees as well. Because see, when people talk about the chakra system, or what they call the chakra system, they don't realize there's chakras in your knees, there's chakras in the palm of your hands, there are chakras in the soles of your feet, there's even chakras in your spine that are not associated with the root. And those very chakras hold a lot of trauma and they hold a lot of pain. I don't have knee problems. I don't have back problems. The only time my back hurts is if I'm doing some strenuous type of motherfucking activity. Like putting my legs behind my motherfucking head, stretching or something like that. Or walking up a lot of steps, doing something like that. But I don't have those problems. And I'm a lot older than that young man. He has the body and shape of an old man because some old man was the one that was probably abusing and molesting him. And now he has that energy because his back is slumped over like an old man's back. See, it takes real spiritual eyes to realize who people really are. Even when they're trying to slight you. Even when they're trying to do things to you to cause you harm emotionally. But see, in this new era that we're living in, you can't hide in the dark no more. The light is on you. See, unlike a lot of these motherfuckers out here, people like me and people like the people that watch me and everything, we can see in the dark. See, a lot of them motherfuckers, they can't see in the dark. They need a flashlight. We are the flashlight and we are the dark. And we can see you for who you really are. This is Bhagavavat, the dark seer. And I just thought I would come through and do what I was told to do for myself, which is to turn your issues or turn any issues you may have or your trauma into profit. And that's what you do. That is what real alchemists do. So if you're out there and you're dealing with these types of things, just take a step back and really listen to your spirit. Just take a step back and really listen to what your spirit is telling you. Try to put the emotion and the anger to the side and really tap into that person. Like someone that I went to for some information, they really gave it to me good and told me that I don't owe nobody shit, and I don't. And neither do you. When someone is coming at you with their low vibe, because at this time, because there's a rise in energy and frequencies and vibrations, there are going to be so many low vibrating people that are going to try to come at you. So many. And then you know what's interesting? This particular gay individual, this gay young man, the young black woman that was standing next to him, he tried, because he was so cowardly. He was so cowardly that he could not withstand my energy. He tried to pull the young lady into it. I said, young lady, I'm not referring to you. I said, you didn't do anything to me. I let her know that right there. I said, no, I'm not talking to you, sweetheart. You ain't do nothing to me. You didn't do anything. You didn't have anything to do with this. It was him. He tried to pull that young lady into that when she had nothing to do with it. She was out there talking to him. She was laughing with him, but truthfully, she wasn't doing anything. My energy and spirit was on him because that's where the energy was coming from. See, he didn't realize who the fuck he was playing with. He didn't realize he was fucking with Bhagavavat, aka Sia Grant. Okay? He didn't realize who the fuck he was playing with. He didn't realize the type of the darkness and wizardry and warlockness that comes from me. He didn't realize that. So you don't know who the fuck you be playing with. And who can see you. Now, I could have really embarrassed him out there And I could have read him out there and embarrassed him, but that wouldn't have done anything. That wouldn't have been that would have been stupid to do that. Because he would have denied it. And then I would have looked like the aggressor. See, I set him up. I set him up. I set him up so he can fall in his own trap. And I don't have to do anything else. And the only reason I did that was because I know that that was spiritually led. Because I had to go back to that store because I forgot something and he was standing out there. So evidently, this was spiritually led for this to happen. So I could recognize my own power and expose his powerlessness. How powerless he really is. Let me just say that. Because people that talk loud and people that try to harass other people, they are the most saddest motherfuckers of all. They have no power. They have no will. They have no spirit. They have no soul. They're just existing like zombies. And those type of people are going to be devoured in this new energy. They're going to be devoured. And when I say devoured, they're going to die in that low vibrating ass energy. Real eyes can see the truth and see you for who you are. Real spiritual eyes. This is by Gugavad, aka Sia Grant. I guess I'm going to use Sia Grant for a little while longer because I do like that name. But I'm going to add by Gugavad to it. By Gugavad, the dark seer. That's who I am. Because I can see you even in the dark when you think you're hiding. I see you. I see you. Anyway, I just wanted to come through and I just wanted to say that. Thank you.